Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my classic USFL slow sim franchise with the New Orleans Breakers. We're off and running in our second season, and of course, last week was disappointing. Us losing to the not the Birmingham Stallions. We lost to the Memphis Showboats last week. Got blown out pretty good, and we didn't come out of the game unscathed, as you can see by looking at the injury report. We're going to be without a couple of our starters for the next couple of weeks in Duke Howard and Sheldon Saunders, who we just signed in the offseason. So he was having a good game up until he got hurt too. So that was kind of disappointing. Our next game is against the Birmingham Stallions. Of course, they're our arch rival. They're also a team we beat in the playoffs last year. So let's go ahead and take a look at what happened to the Birmingham Stallions last week, and then we'll do a quick preview of the team and then go in game. So last week wasn't kind to the Birmingham Stallions either, as they lost 20-6 in Chicago. A very defensive-oriented game, as the Blitz pretty much just dominated the Stallions. One thing to note here on the Birmingham Stallions, they did sign Joe Burrow in the offseason, an aging Joe Burrow, who in this franchise is 38 years old now, in his 15th year. So he's been a journeyman quarterback for the past 5 or 6 seasons at this time. And so he's not the Joe Burrow that we know, in the NFL today. As you can see, both quarterbacks kind of struggled. Neither quarterback threw a touchdown, but neither quarterback threw an interception either. So a very defensive-oriented game. Chicago was able to win with their run game. And so Stallions offense only putting up 6 points last week. Now, Birmingham still does have 2 elite running backs, just as they did last year. Jermaine Dunlap is in the final year of his contract. But they have not been able to take advantage of their abilities. The offense did not have the ball that much last game. As you can see, Dunlap only had 15 carries last week. He did have a fumble, and he only averaged less than 3 yards a carry. So their offense definitely struggled last week. So hopefully we can take advantage of that and win this week. So let's go ahead and go in game and fiddle with our roster, and we're probably gonna have to make some changes to accommodate injuries. And then I also want to take a look at some of our depth charts and see how some of our players have been training and practicing, and see if we can make some moves because of the lack of some players maybe missing practices or not practicing very well. All right, we're in game. Taking a look at the wide receivers on our roster. As we mentioned, we'll be without Sheldon Saunders for the next couple weeks. And that's kind of a bummer. He might be our best wide receiver next to Martavis Moore. So the question is, do we need to sign anybody to accommodate this? And I think for now we can stay pat. Chad Gills has had a pretty decent camp. So it's not ideal. I think he's okay to be the 5th wide receiver for now. All of our wideouts have been improving, as we'll take a look in the Madden trainer in 1 second. So I think we're okay there. At corner, it's a little bit more iffy. We're gonna be without Duke Howard, who's our second best corner. Jermichael Stapleton, he has improved. Last practice, he did improve, I think, 3 in play recognition last week. But he's still only a 62 overall. So one concern I do have is at left outside linebacker, we have a player who's not been practicing well, and he hasn't been keeping up with his workout. So let's take a look at that and see if there's a move we want to make to maybe replace that player. So we're inside Madden Trainer now, and I did add a new feature where we can actually look at the history of players and how well they've worked out and practiced over the weeks in the season. And that's very important for us to see this, right? Here's Melvin Cohen. He's a first-year pro. He's not a rookie. He was a rookie last year. And as you can see, he was lethargic on a couple of his workouts over the last 6 weeks. And he also had a bad practice last week. And so you can see he's actually been losing some attributes. And that's not what we want to see out of a first-year player. So I'm thinking, for the position we're in here, I think maybe we can find a younger player I think it's better for us to just roll the dice on a younger player, like a rookie free agent or a 1-year free agent, and see if they can maybe put more effort into improving. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'm thinking somebody like Tremaine Mallard here. He's a 65 overall. He has a couple points underneath Cohen. He is on the practice squad for Memphis, so I'm thinking we can steal him off of Memphis's practice squad and just see if he can develop. So let's go ahead and try and do that. All right, and then let's see if we either have to release Cohen or let's see if we can drop him to the practice squad. I'm not sure if we have room or not, as the game doesn't really do a good job of letting you know that. Yeah, we're gonna have to release him, which I'm fine with doing. All right, now let's go ahead and adjust our depth chart to accommodate Duke Howard not being able to play. If I can get to the right screen here. All right, so we got 4 corners. I usually rather have 5, but I think it's going to be fine. We'll put Dante Long as the 5th option there. And we should still be good there. Now we got the wide receiver position to adjust as well, and I should not have went back. All right, we're going to put Faulkner in as that 6th receiver there. So I think we're good there. And of course, we have our new linebacker we just signed, Tremaine Mallard. Let's go ahead and move him in the proper place here in the depth chart. We'll slot him in at 3rd here. And hopefully we can see some improvement for him during training. All right, I think that's all the moves we need to make for this week. Let's go ahead and simulate our weekly training using the Madden Trainer tool. All right, we're in the tool. I've already loaded the franchise. All we got to do now is simulate training, and then we can observe how well our players have been progressing and how their ratings have been changing. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and click simulate training right here. All right, and training has been completed for regular season 2. That's what it's been labeled. Let's go ahead and take a look at the training results. So looking at our training results for week 2, we see we had a couple players who were lethargic, who lost some physical attributes, which is not good. Eric Dowling, our tight end. Had a lot of players that had good practices, though, who improved a little bit. That's good to see. Duke, he did not participate in practice, so he lost one awareness. That's not always a guarantee to lose attributes if you don't practice, but he did this week. Derek Perriman, our starting running back, was lethargic. He lost 1 point in agility. Let's take a look at how Derek Perriman's been doing. And so that's really the first time he's had bad workouts. So I'm not overly concerned about him right now. He hasn't had any good workouts or good practices either, though. That's a little concerning. But he is getting up there in age. He is 28 years old. So once a player reaches 31, I believe is the age, they can no longer gain football skills. And once they reach 26, they can no longer gain physical attributes. So Derek Perriman he's at that stage where he's not going to be able to gain much more, I guess is what I'm saying there. So it's ultra important whenever they start losing attributes. Gabe Pritchett, one of our wide receivers, had an elite practice. He gained 2 in awareness, 1 spectacular catch, and 1 medium route running. That is good to see, as that is the 3rd elite practice he has had. So I'm curious to see what his overall improvement has been. We could take a look at that as well. Although, again, this tool isn't able to show you how the overall has changed from the last training week. So we can see what changes have been made to his overall, but it will not include the changes in this Reg 2 iteration. Sheldon Saunders, luckily for us, he did not lose any attributes due to being injured. That's good, as he had limited practice and light workouts. Eric Whitman, our starting left tackle, had a bad practice. Okay, no major concerns there. That's his first bad practice. Did lose a little bit of pass block power there. So let's go ahead and look at the overall progress. We'll go to New Orleans here and just see how our players have been doing. Stephen Monroe has gained 3 points of overall since the beginning of the season. He's up to 69 now. And he has the potential to I think, if he continues to maybe bypass Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert is a 75 overall. He's a 15-year veteran, though. He's definitely not going to get better. He can only go down from here. So I'm curious to see if Monroe can continue his improvement. He did gain 1 just this past week. So I'll be curious to see if he can continue doing that. Derek Griffey, a first-year left tackle, has also gained 3 points from his 60. He's gone from a 61 to a 64 overall. And Sheldon Saunders, of course, a wide receiver who's injured, he has gained 2 points. So he was definitely on the upswing there before he got hurt. And that may impact his progression a little bit. And of course, Sidney Sears, our rookie right guard, has already gone up to an 80. So that's good to see there. We have a couple players who lost 1 point of overall rating. Paul Vernon, our backup running back, is going down to a 74. And Matthew Wilkinson, our left defensive end. Kind of curious to see Monroe's progression and how he's been improving here. Yeah, you can see this is Stephen Monroe. He had a couple of elite practices back to back and just made a ton of upgrades. So it'd be good if he can continue to do that. He's had no bad workouts or bad practices. All right, with that, I think we're ready to go in game and kick it off against the Birmingham Stallions. He's going to start out in the shotgun formation. He drops back to throw. And he finds Faulkner in the flat. That's going to be good for 7 yards. It's going to be 2nd down and 3 for the Breakers. Play action. And wide open is number 88. That is Martavis Moore. And that's going to be a 1st down all the way to the 31-yard line. A 32-yard gain for the Breakers. Goldberg under center, Perryman the lone back in the backfield. Perryman gets the handoff. And he finds some room up the middle. That's good for 9 yards. It's going to be 2nd down and 1. And we have some movement here. Let's see if the Stallions jumped off sides. They did. Goldberg able to force them to jump off sides with his cadence there, and that's going to be a 1st down for the Breakers. Goldberg coming out in the shotgun, 4 wide receivers. Make that 5 wide receivers. Goldberg back to throw. He throws it to Faulkner up the middle, and that is good for 7 yards. It's going to be 2nd down and 3. Perryman gets the handoff. He's hit immediately. And that's going to go for no gain. That's going to be 3rd down and 2. Perryman gets the handoff, but he cannot get the 1st down. As Patterson makes the tackle for the Stallions. And let's see what the Breakers decide to do here if they're going to attempt a field goal. They will. Mooney's on the field. This should be a chip shot, 26-yard field goal. It is up and it is good. It is 3-0 New Orleans. First down and 10 for Birmingham. As Dace gets the handoff, he pushes the guy down to the ground and gets about 4 yards. It's going to be 2nd down and 6. Oscar Wallace with the tackle for the Breakers. Burrow back to throw. And he's going to go deep. He has a receiver open, and it's a touchdown for the Birmingham Stallions. Amari Hardwick, the wide receiver, and just like that, Birmingham takes the lead. That is a 61-yard touchdown. As the receiver just had a step, but it was a perfect throw by Burrow. The extra point is good. It is 7-3 Birmingham. And Birmingham has already scored more points in this game than they did last week as they only scored 6 points against Chicago last week. Goldberg comes out in the shotgun. Goldberg drops back to throw, and he's going to throw it out of bounds as he was feeling pressure up the middle. It's going to be 2nd down and 10. Breakers come out in an offset eye. And handoff to number 28. That is Vernon. And that's a 5-yard gain. It's going to be 3rd down and 5. Quick throw by Goldberg. That is caught for a 1st down. And that is Quan George. With his first catch, that goes for 7 yards. Goldberg hands it to Perriman, who has some room to the outside. He's to the 45-yard line of Birmingham. Goldberg under center. He hands it to Perriman once again, and he has some room to the outside once again, and he has it to the 32-yard line. First down for the Breakers. They now have it at the 32-yard line. Goldberg back to throw. And as we incomplete, as Scott was right there with the coverage, was able to deflect it. It's going to be 2nd down and 10. Goldberg throws it up the middle, but just beyond the reach of the intended receiver there. It's going to be 3rd down and 10. Goldberg back to throw. And he's going to get sacked at the 39-yard line. That is number 91 for Birmingham. That is Stokes, I believe. And so that's just out the reach of a field goal attempt. So the Breakers are going to punt here. And that's going to be a touchback. It's going to be 2nd down and 15. Burrow back to throw. He's getting pressured. He rolls out to his left. And he's still running, and he's all the way to the 40-yard line. That's going to make a 3rd down and 1. Quick throw by Burrow, and that is caught. And that's going to be a 1st down. As that was Smith. I'm not even going to try and pronounce the last name. But it's going to be 1st down for the Stallions at the 28-yard line of New Orleans. Burrow back to throw. Throws it up the middle, and that is caught at the 13-yard line of New Orleans. That is number 0. As we reach the end of the 1st quarter with Birmingham threatening to score once again. It is 7-3 Birmingham. Play action by Burrow. He throws it in the end zone. It is caught for a touchdown. Austin Van Dyke, the tight end, with the catch. And it is now 13-3 pending the extra point. Breakers come out in the offset I. Play action by Goldberg. He throws it down the field. That is caught Martavis Moore. And now he's down all the way to the 38-yard line of Birmingham. First down for the Breakers. Shotgun formation. Goldberg to throw. And that is picked off. That is number 16 for Birmingham. And that is Carter, number 16. And not a good decision there by Goldberg. That is Evan Carter with the interception. Diggs gets the handoff, makes a move, and he's still running. He's to the 30, 20, 10, all the way down to the 4-yard line as Dunlap, it appeared he could have been dropped for a loss, makes a move, and almost gets a touchdown. I formation now for Birmingham at first down and goal at the 4-yard line. Dunlap is in the backfield. He gets the handoff, and he gets hit hard at the 4-yard line. It's going to be second down and goal. Play action by Burrow. And that's going to be a touchdown. Luke Nowak catches it at the back of the end zone. Offset I for New Orleans on first down and 10. Goldberg back to throw. He's getting pressured, and he's going to go down for a sack. That is Stokes with his second sack of the game, and the second for Birmingham. It's going to be second down and 22 now. And that is Vernon, and he's going to lose yardage there. It's going to be third down and a long 26 to go now. Goldberg to throw, and he has to throw it away. So not a good offensive series there for New Orleans. Burrow back to throw, and that is off the mark, but there is a flag on the play. And that's going to be pass interference on New Orleans. As Clifton Stanford got flagged. That'll be automatic first down for Birmingham, who now have it at the 38-yard line. Burrow hands it off to Diggs, and that's only going to be a 1-yard gain. This is going to be second down and 9. I formation, Burrow hands it off to Diggs. The Breakers defense stiffens up, and that's only another 1-yard gain. It's going to be third down and 8 now for Birmingham. Burrow back to throw. And open is number 81. And that's going to be caught all the way at the 30-yard line of New Orleans. as the Breakers secondary was victimized once again. Burrow drops back to throw. He lobs it over to the end zone, but it is incomplete and over the head of the intended receiver. It's going to be 2nd down and 10. Burrow hands it off to Diggs. He has some room to the outside. He's to the 10, 5, down to the 4-yard line. Anderson with the tackle, but it's going to be a 1st and goal for Birmingham. Quick throw by Burrow, and that's going to be broken up. It's going to be 2nd down and goal. Dunlap with the carry, and he is hit pretty hard at the 2-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and goal. I formation for Birmingham. Play action by Burrow. He throws it in the end zone. It is caught for a touchdown. That's Austin Van Dyke once again. I believe that was Martavis Moore. Goldberg back to throw once again. And that is out of the reach of the intended receiver that time. It's going to be 2nd down and 10. Goldberg tries to set up the screen to Perryman. He has some room to the left side. Can't get a block though, and it's going to be 3rd down and 2 now. Goldberg throws up the middle, and that is caught. That is Martavis Moore with the 1st down at the 23-yard line of Birmingham. Clock still running 48 seconds and counting. Goldberg back to throw. And that is complete to Vernon near the sidelines. They're going to say he got out of bounds, so the clock will stop. 2nd down and 5. Goldberg back to throw. He throws it, and it's almost intercepted once again. It's going to be 3rd down and 5. Goldberg back to throw, and he throws it. It's going to be out the back of the end zone. And so the Royals will have to kick a field goal here. This will be a 35-yard field goal attempt. And Moody kicks it through. Goldberg drops back to throw. He has an open receiver. That is Quan George along the sidelines. And that is complete all the way to the 44-yard line of Birmingham. First down and 10 for New Orleans. As Goldberg drops back to throw, and he completes it up the middle. That's Faulkner with his 5th catch. That's another 1st down. Perryman with the handoff only gets a yard. It's going to be 2nd down and 9. Goldberg out of the shotgun. And that is caught all the way to the 17-yard line. That is Burrow with his first catch. Goldberg under center. Perriman gets the handoff up the middle, and he's going to get a tough 4 yards. It's going to be 2nd down and 6. Goldberg under center, and there's some movement, and this is probably a false start on the breakers. It's going to be 2nd down and 11. Play action by Goldberg. And he hits his tight end up the middle there. That is Dowling. That's a 5-yard gain. This is going to be 3rd down and 6. Goldberg back to throw. And he's going to get sacked once again. And that's going to be yet another field goal attempt for New Orleans. This will be a 48-yard attempt. And it is good as Moody is 3 for 3. Burrow back to throw again. And he has a receiver open up the middle. That is Elston with his 3rd catch. And that's going to be a 1st down at the 28-yard line. Burrow drops back to throw. And that's going to be a 4-yard gain. It's going to be 2nd down and 6. Play action by Burrow. And wide open is number 81. Down to the 9-yard line of New Orleans. First down and goal for Birmingham. Burrow back to throw. He's getting pressured. And he's going to throw it out the back of the end zone. It's going to be 2nd down and goal. Diggs with the handoff. Cannot get to the corner. As Wofford makes another tackle, it's going to be 3rd down and goal. Burrow tries to set up the screen. Diggs has it, and that's going to be an easy touchdown. Ben Diggs with the touchdown, and Burrow has his 5th touchdown pass of the game. Play action by Burrow. And that is caught by number 83. That is Alston once again. First down at the 15-yard line of New Orleans. Diggs gets the handoff. He makes a move. Still running. And finally brought down at the 4-yard line. As the Breakers' defense is not looking good. First down and goal for Birmingham. Burrow play action. Throws it to his tight end. And they can say he got into the end zone. That is Luke Nowak. And as it stands now, Burrow now has 6 touchdown passes. And that's going to do it as the Breakers get blown out in their 2nd consecutive game. This time by a score of 44-9 against their division rivals. It's going to be a long week for Dennis Allen. And there's going to be some pressing questions he's going to have to answer. As the Breakers defense, particularly in the passing game, just cannot get any stops. Wow, what a massacre. The Breakers' pass defense has just fallen off a cliff, seemingly. I mean, I know we lost a couple of players in the offseason, but it was only 2 players on defense. And, you know, of course, we were without our 2nd best corner in the secondary. But you wouldn't expect Joe Burrow, a 35-year-old Joe Burrow, you know, to have a game like this, completing 75% of his throws, 6 touchdowns, no interceptions. I mean, that was just crazy. Goldberg, all of a sudden, is throwing interceptions, something he did not do last year. So lots of problems for the Breakers. As the running game didn't really get going. Breakers didn't really call a lot of runs in the game. Only 15 carries. Only 15 rushing plays in the game for Breakers. Of course, when you get down early in the game, that's going to go down. So, two turnovers to 0. That's a factor as well. But Birmingham going 6 of 10. And the fact that they only had 10 third downs is telling as well. Breakers, of course, not being able to score touchdowns in the red zone. They had to settle for 3 field goals. So that certainly did not help either. And so that brings the Breakers to 0-2. We're definitely going to have to evaluate the existing roster and seeing if we can make some upgrade to our pass rush or to our secondary. And see if we can get this back on track. All right, I'm going to end the video here. Thanks once again for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.